Hello! This week we're going to share with you our experience as supervisors in the cherries. We found this job on the website PVT NZ. We started this new role on January 3rd, 2024 and worked for 5 weeks. So it's 5 in the morning and we have to wake up because we start at 6 for the meeting. So now I'm making first coffee, instant coffee, and then the second one for later. So that's our morning routine. It's 5:45 a.m. and we're off to work. We're lucky enough to live directly on site. It's a 5-minute walk to the orchard. We are working 7 days a week, during 10 to 12 hours per day, and we're paid $27 per hour as supervisors. So that's one part of the harvest. There's like more than 25,000 trees, cherry trees, and we are heading to the end, which is the office. It's about 1 kilometer to walk every morning and night and during the day. And what you can hear probably is the helicopter, because when it's raining, so we have a day off. We work 7 days a week, but sometimes we have a day off when it's raining, and it's been like twice in 3 weeks almost. And how they dry the harvest is that they put like 5 helicopters and they have to dry them with the palm.
My name's Kieran Copping. I'm from England and I'm a supervisor.
I'm Joseph Quinn from New Zealand here. I was born in Christchurch and supervising as well. I'm just in a separate gang.
Good day. To start off the day, us as supervisors, we go into the office and we basically sit around for 45 minutes doing nothing.
Okay, that's not gang too.
No, so we 45 minutes in the morning to sort of just see where we were the day before and if we need to update each other's sheets. And then we normally get one person, head to the gate. And then you'll, what we do, you sign people in on our clipboard here. There's a time in and time out, which obviously we don't know their time out. And then we'll send the pickers, if they haven't already been to the spot before, we'll give them a new row. So if you want to come down here, we can show you. So over here we have orange and blue, okay? So we might say, hey Joseph, pick a number 1, 2, 3. You're going to start at the orange, working towards orange, that way. So, and then he'll get his ladder, he'll set up and he'll just go, start picking away. And I might say, pick a 69. You're going to go to blue and you're going to work towards blue. So as you can see, the next colour would have white and pink. So it's quite a lot, and you always have 2 people working towards 2 people and they meet in the middle.
And then you fill your sheet out like that there. So clearly there's people on that orange side, they're working towards the people on that other orange side, and then meet them in the middle. Like.
We also tell them how much the bucket rate will be that day. Some days we do $15 buckets.
Crazy.
This could be quite crazy, yeah.
$15 is a lot. You know, other orchards they offer you $6.
$5,
$5.50. Yeah, $5.50.
So that's our worksheet where you have all the information about what we're picking. So we're gang 2, you have my name, the dates. You also have the block where we're working and the variety. So today we're picking sweet heart for $12 rate the bucket. And then you have the different rows. So usually you have 4 colors over here. And then we put the people inside, so all of them have numbers because they have like stickers where they can identify themselves because of that. So we put the numbers, and then what you see here is like the numbers of tree, and I'm putting like a mark every time the tree is done. So this way after we can move people to other rows.
I am currently living on camp, which is $15 a night. You get to use the facilities. Basically we have hot water, we have showers, toilets, We have gas stoves, we have microwaves, kettles, we have benches. People even play table tennis, which is nice. They do table tennis tournaments, so people when they're off time, they they either relax and play a bit of table tennis, or they'll go to the lake.
So welcome to our accommodation. We have a big house just for the two of us because the price per day is like $25. We have our kitchen. So tonight we're making crepe, as Benjamin said, for the gang number 2. So the gang that we are supervising. And you have the crepes.
I failed. Maybe it's not.
Here's the rest of the living room, and then you will see Benjamin in our bedrooms playing again or trying.
I'm walking.
Yeah, pretending to work. We have the chance to have this beautiful view. So in the morning we have amazing sunrise, and today it's raining, that's why we're not working. Playing again. So there's like 5 different rooms, but that's just for our laundry because no one stay here. We have the bathroom and the shower. There's like 3 other rooms over there, but there's no one on it.
So we're supervisors, and myself, I'm a head gang. So as a head gang, you actually are in charge of the supervisors as well as the pickers, whilst also communicating with the managers above. So you're kind of pulled in every direction, you know. That in itself can be quite hard because you've got to make sure you're keeping your pickers happy, which obviously the supervisors do a very good job of that. I have some great supervisors in my gang. I have Ben, Clara, one who shall not be named, who was alright until a few days ago, and lovely people. They do an absolute
really good.
Great job at keeping the supervisors between themselves. Great. They also do a really good job with the pickers. Like the rapport they build up with the pickers is just phenomenal. Like I go up to the pickers. How are these guys getting on? They're like absolutely amazing.
Definitely always trying to find a balance between seriousness and kind of building that friendship relationship, you know, because you have to, you're talking to these guys, you're on the same league.
You doing good? Yeah, excellent. Did you have 2 good days off? Yeah? What did you get up to? Nothing? No?
You know, the people in the office, the bosses, general managers and everything, you know, they're kind of the bosses, they tell us what to do, but we're all, you know, everyone on the field, we're all working together. It's not like we don't want them to pick the cherries, we want the cherries picked at the end of the day, they're going to do it. You know, we're not picking the cherries, they're doing it.
We could show you here. It's
real easy to
look,
show
right
you.
here, look, like, this is like obvious damage. If you pick that, you're a bit of a, you've got a screw loose, I'd say. This is a nose crack, not a news crack. Obviously there, normally you wouldn't pick that. So we have a thing called a size chart, which what it says on the tin. So we pick 26 mil and above. We don't want anything less, but they do accept 24 millimeters, but we don't tell them that. As you can see here, 26 mil, it goes through. That's not sizable, but as you can see here's 24, so they would kind of accept it, but for export, which goes to China, they want 26 and above. So I just wanted to give a shout out to Ben and Clara. I've got to work with them like firsthand, and they are 2 amazing people who get the job done. I've relied on them to do more than they should have. So Ben and Clara, thank you so much for everything you've done to help me out to be a better supervisor for you guys, and you guys just generally making my life a lot easier. So thank you.
It wasn't part of our missions, but we were bringing buckets to the pickers in the morning and throughout the day. It was a huge time saver for them. Once the 2 pickers have reached the end of the row, we checked the trees before assigning them a new one, just to make sure they didn't forget anything. A picker was paid by hour, $23, and then, if he did more than the minimum, he can win a bonus per bucket, from $8 to $15 a bucket. We had to check as many buckets as possible several times in a day and remove, if necessary, the bad ones, which means the small ones, the damaged, and those that had the wrong color. The main goal of the lifters is to collect all the buckets and place them in the quad line area. The drivers pass regularly to load them into the vehicles and take them directly to the pack house. The pack house is the place where all the cherries are checked and where they are boxed and prepared for export.
Well, my name is Leonardo. I'm from Mexico. I'm 24 years old, and this is my third season picking cherries, and my first time in New Zealand. I picked cherries before, back in Canada, 2 times, in 2022 and this year. Well, I came to New Zealand specifically for picking cherries. Well, we start around 8 a.m. normally 7 a.m. and I think all of the pickers, we have some breakfast before coming to the orchard to work, because it's necessary. For about 10 hours a day we work, we pick cherries, you know. We try to pick like whatever you told you. Well, we are told we have 2 breaks a day, 1 lunch, which is pretty good. And every day, at least for me, I try to pick the most, you know, just to have more money at the end of the season. I would say picker on its first year could make around, I don't know, for 1 month of picking, let's say $4,000, you know, maybe let's say 3,000 for what. From my point of view, as I'm coming from Canada, it's, I would say that it's definitely better. Than, like, the conditions of working here are. Oh. Last bucket! Last bucket! So that was the last bucket, and that means that we are just about 50 minutes to finish because now it's too hot. And what was your question?
Okay, that's not gang too.
I'm glad to be here, and met such like a lot of people and such wonderful people around here. I think like having a lot of people from all the countries like gathering together, it's a good thing, and it teaches you a lot. And I would like to say hi to my girlfriend. She's in Ireland. She's waiting for me now. She's from Mexico. Mané, te amo. And nothing. I think like this was a cool season. I met you, I met Clara, and it's been a good year and a good life.
Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this channel, and see you soon for new adventures.
In the job is to get pickers moving from other places to another, picking the quality trees, and if they don't have quality on them, you know, and then they can get fired, or you can get a slap on the wrist. Bad buckets, scum! Back to work! Oh, your laces are undone, my friend.
No!
Oh, that's right, let me do them for you. We don't want you falling down the ladder now, do we?
Yeah, okay. Thank you, boss.
Good luck.
Get
in there,
Can you speak French, please?
Oui. Fromage, bibliothèque, jouer au foot. Hola. ¿Cómo estás? Excelente. ¿Cuántos buckets? Pocos. Little. Ah, pocos.
Un poquito.
Poquito, chiquito.